Going live. What's up, world? It's Chuck Harden, your power builder entrepreneur. Empowering you so you can empower everything around you. And it is that time of day for Fight For It Friday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Taking a break from making calls in the home office out here making things happen, but wanted to keep my commitment to come on and give a little empowerment, a little encouragement as we continue to move on through 2022. So yes, indeed. So as you guys come on, go ahead and check in with me. Just put in the city and state that you're checking in from. If you happen to be catching the replay, just type in replay, just so I know, what time we actually get a chance to connect. You know what I mean? It's not going to be over here long because I got a whole lot to do in a very short period of time, right? But I want to bring you guys something because as we continue to fight for it, the whole concept of Fight For It Friday comes from the fact that if you don't fight for what you don't want happens automatically. It happens automatically, right? So today, we're going to fight for our finances. Yeah. We're going to fight for our finances. I started a series a while back called Fight For Your Future, and Fight For Your Finance was part of it because we're fighting for the future you, right? But we got to fight for our finances. And I know somebody's looking at it. Somebody's thinking, well, hold on, Mr. Harden. I fight every day for my finances. I get out here, I hustle, I grind, I'm fighting to make it happen. I'm going above and beyond to get out here and make some income to get this thing moving. And I get it, and I applaud you for that. But what I want you to understand is when you're fighting for your finances, you have to understand who you're fighting against. You got to understand your enemy, who you're fighting against. See, some people say, I'm fighting for my finances. I need to make more money. They want to fight to get a better job. They want to fight for, all the things that happen, get a promotion. I want to fight to get a sale done. I get it. But when you do your fight for your finances, you got to understand what you're fighting against. And what you're fighting against is not the competition of a different product, a different service, a different program. You're fighting against the things that are taking the majority of your income. So we're going to break this whole thing down. I can't do it all in one conversation, but we're going to really break this thing down. So again, check in with me though. Be sure to give me the city and state you're checking in from. I want to know who I get a chance to connect with, right? So if you guys want to fight for your finances, put in number one, because that's one of the number one things we got to shoot for and we got to fight for. So the number one challenge that it comes to when it comes to your finance, I want you guys to write this one down and be sure to keep it to the side. Taxes is actually the largest expense that you have to fight against. It's taxes. It's the largest expense that we all have to pay. Now, I know someone is thinking, well, how are taxes a challenge, right? You got to really understand it's the very largest expense. I know some people think it's your kids. Nope, not your kids. Not your spouse, not the mortgage. That's not your largest expense. Taxes are your largest expense. It takes the first 1/3 of your income off the rip goes to taxes. 1/3. So, and if you don't believe me, next time you get paid, be sure you pull your check stub. And you're going to see the gross amount and you're going to see the net amount. Then you're going to get grossed out by the next. They done took so much of your money. Those taxes, right? And think about all the different ways we're taxed. We have federal tax, state tax, local tax, city tax, county tax, property tax, sales tax, Avalon tax, estate tax, luxury tax, COVID tax. We get taxed all kind of ways, right? Now, this is the thing I want to understand when I'm talking about taxes. It's because I don't believe in tax evasion. Not at all. I truly believe we got to feed the goose that's laying the golden eggs. So we have to feed the goose. So that means we got to pay our teachers. We got to pay our soldiers. We got to pay our government that's keeping everything running. We got to pay for, our armed forces. All those things come out of tax. We got to pay for the roads, for the sidewalk. All that come out of taxes. But you really wouldn't believe that most people are overpaying taxes. They are. So you have to be more tax efficient, all right? Because 1/3 of income is a lot. And you got to imagine a person that earns, let's say a person earns $100,000 a year. Pretty decent income. But if you have a job and you make $100,000 a year, that means you're paying over $33,000 in taxes. $33,000. Right? So what most people don't, some people don't even make that much in a year. That's how much you're paying in taxes. Now, what I want to share with you guys are there are strategies that you can implement not to have to pay so much. There's strategies that you can use not to have to pay that much in taxes, but you have to apply the strategies. Now, the thing you're going to have to remember this too is these are things not taught through the traditional education system. Traditional education system does not teach you about taxes. It doesn't teach you the different rate plans that you pay, because in our country, it's not just that you make money. In our country, it's also how you make money is how you're taxed. So if you have a job and you only have a job, you're getting taxed at the very highest tax bracket. Our country taxes the working class the hardest, okay? And you're taxed first. That's why when you get your paycheck, the taxes are already taken out. They don't even give you a choice of not to pay. It's like, no, let's get that right now. Let me go get that right now because you might not bring it back, right? So that's how it's set up. Now, again, there's strategies you can use to implement it, because guess what? Wealthy people don't pay that in taxes. A billionaire is not paying 1/3 of $1 billion. A millionaire is not paying 1/3 of $1 million. And they're not paying it not because they are wealthy. They're paying it because they got the information to better understand how to keep that money in house. You can do the exact same thing, right? Because what some people say, well, that's just how classes work. You know, it's two segments of people. You got the haves and the have-nots, right? I'm sure we all heard those conversations, the haves and the have-nots, and they get the best tax bracket. And you're correct, but it's not what you're thinking. It's not the people that have money and the people that don't have money that gets the tax breaks. It's the people that have a business and people that don't have a business. That's the difference, right? And when they're saying have a business, you don't have to have a corporation, a LLC, a S Corp, a 501(c)(3). You don't even need all that. You as an individual, just because you live in this country and have a social security number, you are a business. If you want to look it up and get the official term for it, it's called a sole proprietorship. The day you were born an entrepreneur. Our country was built on that, but we weren't taught that through the traditional education system. Now, also a myth that we have to break is the fact that some people think, okay, well, I can be an entrepreneur or I can be an employee, right? In our great country, you don't have to choose. In our great country, you can do both. And you can get the tax benefits of doing both. You just have to know how to work the system, right? So one of the things that we teach in our private group, one of the things we teach people is how to have a home-based business and how to be able to maximize being a sole proprietor to keep the money that you're already making, to protect that and to keep it with you. Because you gotta think about this. 1/3 of your income going to taxes is very hard to become financially successful if you got to give away 30 cents of every dollar you make. I mean, come on. God only asked for 10. I mean, come on. Right? But that's how we live unless you legally, morally, and ethically learn ways of doing it differently. And we have strategies to teach you how to do that. It's not anything that's overcomplicated. You just have to be able to follow a simple system. All right? So if you want more information about that, please let me know, because I really want to help people in that particular area, because all of us that are working jobs are still paying that 33%. When you get paid, go look at your pay stub and you can calculate it out yourself how much you're paying in taxes. It's going to be between 28 to probably 33%. 30% is the average. And this is the thing. If you make more, you pay more. Yeah, the more you make, the more they take. So earning more money is not the solution to the problem, because they're just going to tax you higher. You're getting a higher tax bracket. Believe me, I know. Someone went through, right? So this is Chuck Harden, you guys, just helping you guys fight for your finances. Lesson number 1, right? We got to know who are we fighting against, right? We're not fighting against the government, no, but we are fighting against taxes and how to become more tax efficient, not tax evasion, tax efficiency. All right. Hit me in the inbox. You want to know a little more basic about that? We can jump on. We have trainings and webinars kind of show you all how that stuff works. All right. Chuck Harden, your power building entrepreneur, empowering you so you can empower everything around you. Talk to you guys soon. Peace out.